Hello Exiles. The new league is already here, and as I mentioned before, I'm starting with Cobra Lash Deadeye. In this video, I want to do something a bit different. Instead of just showing the build, I'll walk you through my progression and explain how I farmed a mirror during the first week. I have done mirror runs like this before, but they were all with very meta builds that everyone played that league. This time, I want to see if it's possible to farm a mirror using something more off-meta. Well, you won't see me play meta builds anymore, since I stopped doing that long time ago. An early 5 link. I guess we won't be entering maps with 0 currency this time. And here's another lucky drop. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'll be starting with Elemental Cobra Lash using Trinity. Since we can't switch to ward stacking without getting the belt, I'll probably stick with this setup for at least the first 2 days of the league. Another lucky gem. I just hope I'm not burning all my luck before even making it to maps. Speaking of maps, I have already finished the campaign, so it is time to go shopping. First, I will sell the 5 link I dropped and buy a new one. I didn't want to waste currency rolling socket colors, so I just bought a body armor with the right colors and some resistance. White Wind. This dagger will carry us through all the white and yellow maps. We can't use a shield with it, so defenses might become an issue at some point. Well, this is a Deadeye build after all, and I don't mind dying a few times if the speed of the ascendancy helps me save time. As for the Atlas, I am using a setup like this. Most starter Atlas trees are similar anyway, focusing on map drop chance, Curak missions, and higher tier map drops. Later on, I will add shrines and Nico for speed, along with Guardian maps to save time buying them from trade while completing the Atlas. I will get this tincture for better boss damage. This build's boss damage tends to drop off starting at red maps, so having a tincture is very important to help maintain a good damage against bosses. Let's get the final ascendancy. This time, I will get quality on the gem to increase my damage. And this will be the 4th ascendancy node I take. With this, our boss damage should be significantly better. Let's test it. That's good enough. We are already on a 5 link, so I wasn't expecting anything less. A divine orb this early. This league start is kind of insane already. Let's use this currency to buy a 6 link body armor. I got my first 2 void stones in around 9 hours, which is not bad considering I spent some extra time completing lower tier maps. Since the league is only 9 hours in, I can't really get the other 2 void stones yet. There are no boss carries available this early, and farming them myself would take too much time. That means it is time to start our early league currency strategy, which is Legion. Legion is probably one of the best strategies during the first couple of days, and this build handles it very well. They also buffed the map crafting options to give 1 extra Legion encounter per map, which is great since Scarabs won't be available until day 2 or 3. This is the Atlas tree for the strategy. Along with farming Legion, I am also running Searing Exarch since it requires no investment and gives a good amount of regular currency early on. This is how it looks like with Cobra Lash. It's not the fastest, but as long as it can clear a whole legion, that's good enough for me. With this strategy, you can also get fractured items, like this one. Well, this one was a bit of a lucky find. There are many drops in legions, but the most important ones are the 6-link incubators. These items reward you with 6-link, non-corrupted body armors, which sell for quite a lot in the first few days, as you can see here. I will buy some clusters and craft them using alteration orbs. The large cluster will have the wind-up node, which is an easy way to gain power charges. The medium clusters will have follow-through, a very important node for this build. I plan to have 6 of these in the final setup, but 2 will be enough for now. I found some carries for the other 2 void stones, so now we can start farming this strategy in the Dunes map. You might not like buying carries, but this is more efficient if you want to farm a mirror quickly and save time. Also, this is still day 1 of the league, and I have been playing for 18 hours non-stop. I have never done something like this in other leagues, but we have been waiting for a new league for almost 1 year, so I had to do it. Anyway, after a few hours with this strategy, I decided to call it a day. I had about 12 divine orbs of currency, which is a solid start. And well, time for day 2. Let's start off with some shopping. Inspired learning. This jewel is really strong for legions. New dagger with high elemental damage, attack speed and crit. Now that we can use a shield, I'll grab one with high block chance, spell block, and spell suppression. I will craft a body armor using dense fossils. Dense fossils are great because they block life modifiers and allow me to use the life mastery. And lastly, I will upgrade my medium clusters using Reforge Caster at the harvest bench. This is how it should look. Now the clear is much faster, and having a high block shield combined with some block nodes and Tempest shield made me much tankier, which means I can safely push for more levels. The important part is to not overspend on too many items and end up losing currency. I tried to keep my upgrades efficient and only invested in things that would actually speed up farming or improve survivability. So yeah, not much going on in day 2. Just some grinding for about 7 hours straight and slowly building up the pile of currency. This is how much I had by the end of the day, and with other sellable items included, I was sitting at around 50 divines total. Now, on day 3 and 4, Legion is starting to become unprofitable, which means it is time to change things up. The best option is probably tier 17s, but to run them, I need to switch to the ward setup. The problem is, there are no ward belts on the market right now, making it impossible to transition into that setup yet. I still have an idea though, so I will do some shopping one last time. The Covenant Body Armor. Dagger with fractured attack speed. I will use Loathing Essences to get flat chaos damage. Envy Essences are also an option, but they were more expensive, so I decided to go with Loathing instead. Well, that was fast. Since the Cold Gem modifier is not an attack mod, I can use this craft to remove it. Good. Finally, I will craft these modifiers. Dagger is done. I will buy this Balance of Terror as my source of wither. This was about 30 divines last league, but now, with Hexblast gone, the price is much lower. Zerfi's Heart. This amulet is great because it grants Shock, Chill, and Soul Eater. To be able to equip it, I will also buy this jewel for Supreme Ostentation. This is how the tree looks now. I crafted some new clusters similar to before and fully respect out of elemental damage. This is a budget version of ward stacking, and while it is not as strong, it's good enough to farm my next Atlas setup. And as for that, this is how it looks. I'm going to farm tier 17 maps inside the new tier 16 originator maps. These new maps can be rolled for increased map drop chance, just like tier 17s, and I'll use that to get as many tier 17 maps as possible. These are the Scarabs I will be using. Let's see how well this strategy works out. Well, this is actually really good. I'm getting at least one tier 17 map almost every run, sometimes even 2 or 3. Plus, I'm dropping a bunch of Dunes maps to sell, which is a nice bonus on top of the main profit. Here's my first divine altar of the league. It could have been the better one, but hey, I'm not complaining. This strategy was generating a lot of gold, so I filled my King's March with all tier 5 workers. I didn't really use mappers in the previous league, but they're actually very good. This strategy turned out to be really profitable, so I ended up farming it for 2 days straight. Not being able to swap to my endgame setup was a bit frustrating, but I managed to find a way around it. I even mentioned in the previous video that there might be no belts on the market, and it turns out I was right. And after selling my Scarabs, I have enough money to buy it. Well, I guess it really is possible to farm a Mirror of Calandra in the first week of the league without using a meta skill. That last setup was actually painful to play since it was very low on defenses and I died a lot. Its only purpose was to give me enough damage to get through those maps, and it kind of achieved that. I think it's possible to make it tankier, but I wouldn't recommend this version. As for the Trinity version, it was actually fun to play and much smoother overall. It offers better survivability without sacrificing too much damage, making it a solid choice for league start. If you want a more comfortable experience while still dealing good damage, I'd go with that one. I will make a part 2 of this series as I haven't even played the strong version yet. So yeah, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll catch you in the next one.